On this week's expose, we are talking about Darkveil. Darkveil, aka Shade, aka Darnell Wade, aka the first ever drag queen X-Man. Darkveil has a mutant power to actually teleport themselves as well as others through a dark force dimension. But the cool, fun thing about Darkveil is that instead of like Ileana, where she makes little circles appear underneath you, she actually does it by a black clacking fan. It's pretty cool. I like how they've done. Darnell was born in Brooklyn, and he went through multiple foster homes, being passed through one another, and he took comfort in reading about the many superheroes that were in New York. In the mid-20s, Darnell actually started moonlighting as Shade, a drag queen inspired by the New York superheroes that he actually read about and loved. Him and his best friend actually both aspired to be on a drag competition show, and his best friend won to get on it, but he didn't, leaving Darnell alone in an apartment with no electricity, which at that moment, Shade's mutant powers manifested, which allowed him to use Dark Force in order to teleport in other places. Later, Shade actually went to the New York's first ever Mutant Pride Parade. There, he helped the X-Men fight Mr. Sinister and a bunch of basically Sinister cloned Icemen. From there, they joined the X-Men, and that's about the information on there. But a fun little tip about Darkveil is that they were inspired by RuPaul, Drag Race alumni, The Vixen, Monet Exchange, Shea Coulee, and Daxclamation.
Yay!
Yeah, it's me. Oh my god, hi, I'm here. Shade was allegedly inspired by us. Sina Grace, the creator, is a huge fan of drag and cosplayers and just pop culture in general. So when he got, the opportunity to create his own, new characters for the X-Men universe, especially, he definitely wanted to incorporate as much gay stuff as he could. Being a queer artist, working in mainstream comics is not. I mean, it's kind of rare on the rare side. I mean, there are obviously a lot of queer people that have their hands in comics and creating that kind of media, but Cena is kind of one of the ones at the forefront of those things. He's currently now working with DC Comics. Him and Nicole Maines have been a writing collaborating team. Nicole Maines from Supergirl, she played Dreamer, the first transgender superhero on TV in live action, literally ever. And so they've been working on comics together now for, I guess, 2-ish years, maybe. Yeah. I mean, I'm jealous that I don't live there, so I can't hang out with them. But but I'm planning a trip at some point soon. So,
Yay!
Nice.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
You just made me have this whole Powerpuff Girls image in my head of sugar, spice, gay stuff, Darkveil.
Well,
That's his process. That I've seen it happen. I've watched him draw, and yeah, it's pretty much just glitter and mimosas and chaos. Yeah, that's how art is made.
Nice.
Welcome to Bayville, my new home. It's time you remember why they call me Storm.
Look at me, I look fat. Do I look that fat to you? Easy, you fuzzy elf. Everything is going to be just fine.
Storm. That was tight. I give it 2 thumbs up.
Well, welcome back to Solving for X. My name is Shawn. I'm your ultimate excavationist.
And I'm something of an X fan myself, Kevin.
And I'm Ryan, your astonishing X-Men stan.
And of course, we have back Daxclamation. You already introduced yourself, but I get to do it too, damn it. How have you been?
I've been good. It's been a minute since we've been here.
Yeah. Back at the 90s cartoon.
I feel like it was during COVID. No, was it COVID time?
Close to it.
Yeah,
it might have been.
It was 2023.
A little bit after. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Time is a mystery to me, so that's fine.
And I'm gonna tell you a secret just because I geeked out for you so much the first time you were on. But now I kind of know you, so I'm like, oh, it's Dax, it's cool. But Ryan is like secretly geeking out inside.
Good. Nice to know.
Yes.
You're hiding it very well. Honestly, a little too well for my taste, but that's fine.
Like, I don't like
Okay,
this.
well, if I'm able to let loose, I will, because I.
Oh no! Don't praise me.
Yeah. Oh, Dax, honestly, I love your cosplay and everything, and with you being on the show, of course, I went down a very long scroll of all of your socials, and honestly, I had no idea that you were such a talented artist, though. Too, I know that you drew the Hellion that Solving for X, cough cough, Shawn helped or inspired you to draw. But I going through everything, honestly, your Cannonball, he's fucking hot.
I
Like the
love
Cannonball.
Sam so much. Sam has been
Yes.
my comic book crush since I was like, I don't know, a child. So yes, my Cannonball will always be hot. When Joe Mad took over and made him into like a literal Sean Cody model, I was like, well, we're done here. This is it. I mean, I love all versions of Sam. I love gangly, weird, New Mutant Sam. I love when he tries to be punk to impress Lila Cheney, because it's just cute.
It is.
I like Space Dad Sam. I like I like Sam. Yeah.
All of them.
Always have been, always will be a huge Cannonball fan. But yeah, I mean, my background is in comics. Like I went to SCAD for sequential art because when you're 18, you're like, what am I gonna do? I know, go to college for Batman. That's fine. So that's what she did. So I've been drawing for my whole life. So I mean, like it's just what I do. Yeah. That's how I got into comics, I guess.
Nice.
Well, you're very, very talented. And then also, again, on the long scroll that I did on your socials, I got to see like all the different cosplays that you do. Like, I know that you've done Monster High to DC to, Addams Family to, I think I saw a Daphne in there too, I believe.
Oh, I love Daphne. Yes, I love Daphne Blake.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what's your favorite genre to cosplay?
Superheroes always. I mean, my big two are always going to be Storm and Catwoman. I have done, I want to say, 7 different Storm costumes and 9 different Catwomans. No, that seems wrong. That's it. So Eartha Kitt, Jim Balent, animated series, Batman Returns.
I love your
Darwin
Batman
Cook.
Returns. Oh.
I feel like there's one more. No, I think only 5 Catwomans actually. I think. I really want to do 60s green suit Catwoman because why is she in green? What cat is green? I want to know. I would love to do like the 40s era, the yellow evening gown with the giant mascot head, because that just made sense. Yeah. And Storm, I've definitely done a lot more Storms because I love Storm. And I'm looking to do more. That's always kind of the goal, is just to do more Storms. It feels weird because when you're kind of like walking that line between like drag and cosplay, like when it comes to drag fans, if they see you in the outfit more than once, you're automatically tired. It's automatically like, that's tired. I've seen it before. But whereas like, if you're a hot dude in a Spider-Man onesie, you can wear that thing for like 10 years and make plenty of money off it. But if I do it, I'm the problem. So it's kind of hard because people are, especially on social media, especially with Drag Race fans particularly, they are very discerning and they have no problem telling you exactly how they feel about something that might be either repetitive or too similar or whatever, unless you're someone who like makes like a color palette your entire brand. But as a cosplayer, like it's like I only want to cosplay characters that I love, because cosplay is a monetary and time investment. I'm not gonna just like make cosplay because someone tells me I should be Bayonetta. Like, she's fierce, love her, have no interest in cosplaying her whatsoever. Gun heels, love the idea, not gonna do it. So that's just kind of how I operate. I mean, other girls are different. Obviously, other cosplayers are different. Some people take audience suggestions and that kind of thing. I will if you're paying for it. So keep that in mind. My Venmo is Daxclamation. It's DAXCLAMATION. I take all forms of currency. Thank you.
Yay.
All right.
I love that. Yeah. So, all right, someone else asked something because I could keep going for maybe a few more questions. So go ahead.
Well, Dax, I accidentally came across you today too. I'm on to you. I innocently, I know this is scandal. I went to go check Pop Mart just for something, and I saw that you also follow Pop
Labubu,
Mart.
cough, cough.
Labubu. Well, only because like listen, I was against Labubu at first. So I was like, I don't know. I mean, it's just troll dolls. Like, let's not even play. But over time, I'm kind of like, actually, I kind of get it. I kind of get it. I mean, only because somebody posted on my Facebook like a picture of like their, like it's like a gothy pride Labubu. So it's like her in like a black bunny suit, but with like trans pride rainbow eyes and then rainbow teeth.
Wow.
And I was like, okay,
Ooh.
that one I
That
might
sounds
need.
gorgeous.
Like that one I'm into.
Yes.
Pastel goth Labubu, say so much less. Like I'm into it. But yeah, but then I looked at the prices and I was like, well, actually, maybe not. So I was sticking to my Monster High dolls because I can justify that a little bit better because at least they're all different. I just got the Lost Boys Monster High doll.
I saw that you were.
They did a gender flipped version of David from the Lost Boys, and I love the Lost Boys. I'm a huge fan of bad vampire films. The campier, the better. And the Lost Boys, I fucking loved. So when that happened, I was like, well, no, I have to do it. Like, I can't not. Like, I didn't get the Elvira. I didn't get the Morticia. I had to get, like, you know. So she showed up a couple days ago, and I adore her. Is that your Labubu? Is that your... Okay. See, now you're shutting off. Like, now you're shutting off.
Billy Worth was in Charmed.
Who was?
Yep.
Billy Worth was in Charmed.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know
Nice.
that name, unfortunately.
He's in Lost Boys. So
Which one was he? Was he Marco or was he the other one?
I don't remember what's name of that, but
I know that name is so familiar.
But yeah,
I'm gonna look it up right now. That name is so
you changed
familiar.
in Charmed.
Well, you know I'm anti-charmed, but that is fine.
I know. That's why I'm like trying to sway you over.
It's never gonna happen. I watched it when it aired live.
Which one?
Yep, he was not Marco, the other one, the boyfriend, Marco's boyfriend.
Okay.
The other hot one. If you hadn't asked me his name, I would know it. I swear to God. Because I looked it up recently because I was digging through Lost Boys stuff, and I'm like, I want a twin pack of them together. Dwayne. It's Dwayne. That's it. I knew it was a stupid name. I knew it was a really dumb name for a vampire. The vampire Dwayne. Like, maybe not do this. Yeah. Like David, I get. Marco, definitely. But Dwayne?
Yeah.
Like,
Too funny.
I mean,
If
no
you haven't
shade
heard
to
of
Dwayne
it,
out there, but
right? If you haven't heard of it, there's a movie called Ring of Darkness about a boy band who gets turned into vampires. It's not good, but it's great.
it sounds amazing. What are you talking about?
That's what we want
right now.
Yeah.
Ring of Darkness.
Oh, 2004.
2004. So like around like Covenant time, which we love the Covenant.
Okay.
Because it's
Yep.
the worst.
It's terrible.
Yeah. Oh
So
no,
bad.
I'm so into this. Like this is my homework for tonight. That's on my list. On Roku, no less. So it's for free. Yeah, done. Say so much
You're
less.
welcome.
On
There's like
it.
lots of slow-mo like walking scenes and stuff.
I'm
like,
sure.
It's
lots
wonderful.
of like familiar sounding but copyright free guitar music. Yeah, no. Yeah. So many trench coats from Wilson's Leather, so they're all like a little bit boxy. Like, no, I got it.
Did you make the movie?
I mean, honestly, I could. Like, I mean, yeah. If there's one thing I know, it's late '90s, early 2000s vampire bullshit. Like, it's all just Angel. It's all just Angel, just in a different font.
Yeah.
Like, it's fine. It's fine.
I was just gonna say, are you a Buffy Angel fan?
I'm a Buffy fan. Yes, Buffy all the way, every day. Yeah. Because I feel like in this world, you're either Buffy or Charmed, and I am Buffy to the day.
You can't be both.
You can't be both.
You can
Yeah.
I mean, you can
Sean's
dip a
bi.
toe, but
Yeah,
you can't
Sean's
be,
bi.
no. That's I nope. Erasure. Nope.
I mean, my heart is much more with Buffy, but I do love me some Charmed now, especially because of Kevin.
I like the
you're
idea
fully
of Charms. I love witch nonsense, but I did not like the show. I couldn't get into it. I don't know why. I just couldn't get into it. I tried many times.
See, I watched it, but not religiously. So I
Yeah.
like when they talk about some episodes, I'm like, yeah, I remember that. Shockingly enough, Kevin and I actually have the same favorite episode. So when they asked me, I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, this is it. And Kevin's like, that's mine.
It's everybody's favorite episode.
It's very popular. I didn't realize how popular
Yeah.
it was, but still.
All right, let's get going though. Let's get into our sinister gossip sesh of doom. First off, the Switch 2 tonight. Yes, God, 9 o'clock Best Buy. That's where Shawn will be. Anyway, we got an announcement for Vision Quest. We've got Tania Miller as Jocasta, which is fierce, and we've got Emily Hampshire as Edith, the human version of Edith. Uh, Also, I'm glad you're here for this, Dax, because I don't know how I feel about this. I'm going to run it by you. Ryan Reynolds is apparently making an X-Force movie, which would feature Wolverine, Deadpool, Cable, and Storm? Question mark?
I mean,
Um,
I mean,
which
listen.
one?
Has he done the best X-Men cinematic adaptations we've ever seen? 100%. Did I go to the premiere? Yes, I did. Did I get very drunk on 88 and gin? 100% yes.
Yes,
However,
girl.
I don't know about Storm in that setting.
With those
I mean,
people, it feels out of place. Like she was there for
Yeah,
too
because
few
she's
guys.
yeah, because they're like street brawly kind of,
Yeah.
like, yeah. It's just like I don't know. I don't love it,
She'd be
but
like,
honestly,
"Deuces."
like, yeah. Listen, I will go see it. I will watch. I will be up in that theater. I don't know how I feel about it, but I mean, he did he did Colossus really well.
Why?
So
Why can't Storm be replaced? No offense to Storm or anything. I love her to death, but I'm saying why can't she be X-23 or Domino, or
Yeah.
like
or
someone that
even
we already
Bloodstorm.
had? Yes,
Mm,
yes, that would
fits
be
so much better
cool.
already. Like that, I would be
See?
like, okay, that makes perfect sense.
Mhm.
So now we got vampires. It can tie into Blade. I mean that to
See,
me, I'm
fixed
like
it.
that's an X-Force. But
But I am
Storm?
afraid of Halle Berry because I'm pretty sure that's the one they would go for as a vampire Storm, though. That's
Oh.
I'm
Why do you
more,
have
Be
to
like
ruin
the
the
all
Catwoman
moment?
all over again.
Yes, that's
I'm more
exactly
afraid
what I
of-
was thinking of.
I'm more afraid of her wigs in that context. Because it's not going to be great. It's just we can't win. Don't give her a mohawk because she's not going to shave her head. She wouldn't. She would
Mhm.
never. At least Alexander Shipp
Nope.
was like, I'll just shave the head. It's fine. Halle Berry would be like, no. So I hope you like a faux hawk or a pixie cut because that's what you're gonna get.
Yep.
With roots, no less. Yeah. I mean, listen, I respect Halle Berry. Do not get me wrong. She really cared about Storm, and she really wanted to do the best she could, and production and studios and everything
Fucked
else
her
just
over.
fucked with her the entire time. So that was not completely her fault. Was she the wrong person to cast? Yeah, to be fair, she wasn't the best idea for Storm, but she really tried her hardest. So I'll give it up to her that way. It really was not her fault. She definitely was just put in a bad situation, I think. It's Bryan Singer's fault.
Yeah.
That's who I blame, ultimately. Because he's the
Valid.
worst. So
The true
Yeah, I
villain
feel
of
like-
the X-Men Fox movies.
Yep.
Mhm.
I feel like
And the
Ryan
world.
Reynolds. I feel like he would give Storm her moments and like do her right, but yeah, she doesn't belong with this team. They're like gritty, like you said, street fighters with like not a great moral compass, and that's not
Mhm.
Storm at all. Like,
No.
Yeah.
all right,
but-
and I just wanted to brag about myself. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, but let's go back to Vision Quest, though. How does everyone feel about that? Like with Jocasta and Edith being in human form, like, and what do you think that involves with the plot of the actual show? And how are we supposed to get Tommy in this?
I mean, it has to have. That's the inevitable, right? Or maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah.
But-
Is
Listen,
Edith raising Tommy? Like,
First of all, did Tony base Edith on a real person? Because that's kind of weird. Like, is that just me? Like, that seems weird if he would do that. But it also would be totally on brand for him. I've never really been a fan of Vision without Wanda being involved to some capacity. Them together, I'm cool with, but Vision by himself, I have minimal interest in whatsoever. Will I watch every episode? Yes, I will. But again, I'm without Wanda. I don't like. I just don't. It's just not for me. It's just not for me. That's all there is to it. But I'll
what
still
if it's
watch every episode.
what if it's Vision and Agatha?
See, again, that makes even less sense. Like it's
Yeah, I was to say it doesn't
like,
really have a good chemistry at all, but I don't
yeah.
know. Yeah,
And
I could
I
go with
love that
anybody.
I love that of all characters they made Agatha so famous now. Of all the absurd, random, deep cut characters, Agatha Harkness, she's the moment. And I'm like, I never in a million years would have guessed Agatha Harkness would be the one. Do I love her? Yes. Is she oversaturated? Also, yes. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think more than anything, I want them to reveal that Billy's boyfriend, Teddy, is actually Hulkling. Like, he's been hiding that he's an alien. They need to do that.
They need to just make that happen. I mean, Joe Locke has said he signed a super long contract, so he'll come back. And I mean, I know they're going to do a whole series of trying to find Tommy, but we'll see when that happens.
Is that the quest?
That's the quest.
I would like that to be the quest.
I'm on a never-ending quest to save my girlfriend.
My girlfriend.
Yeah, 1,000%. Yeah, that's what Vision's up to.
And
Or
then
my
if they
fake
bring
son.
if they're bringing Edith back, what was after Jarvis? What was Tony's
Friday.
Scott? Friday, yeah. Is Friday gonna
Mhm.
have a
Friday.
human person?
And
then,
also,
too?
what's Edith's thing if no one knows who Peter Parker is anymore, or ever did, or whatever that plot hole is about? Did he ever get Edith then in that timeline? Because why would Tony give Edith to an unknown kid, and then that unknown? I don't know. There's a lot of plot holes for me.
Would magic affect technology?
I mean, it depends on who's writing it. I mean, I feel like,
Yeah.
I mean, technically,
because it was supposed to be every person on
But
the
no.
Earth is supposed to, besides him, is not supposed to remember who Peter Parker is.
Yeah, but I mean, essentially, the spell would, alter all of reality to erase any record of anything. So the money that Tony would have left him behind after he died, where'd that go? Was Peter because Tony left him money. Tony was a billionaire. He had to have left Peter money somewhere. But then Aunt May dies,
Not anymore.
and now he's broke again. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Mm-hmm. You saw that vinyl suit? He's broke.
Well, it's a good suit. It's a good suit. She did some classes somewhere. Who was your seamstress? I want to know. Is she a drag queen? I feel like it's a drag queen. We know so much fabric.
Yeah.
So
He's in New York. There's a bunch of them there. Yeah.
We know spandex. Yep. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What if Ironheart uses Edith? What if that's where it comes in?
I'd be fine with that. Mm-hmm. I do hate how they're giving Ironheart literally no press whatsoever.
None.
I've seen.
Yeah.
I got the invite to the red carpet in my email yesterday, and I'm like, well, I would love to go if I lived in LA, but I'm not going to fly myself cross country for no money to just watch a TV show. I'm going to watch it in my bedroom with my cats. I mean, listen, I would go if there was a flight involved, but yeah. But either way, I'm still looking forward to it. Shade Coulee is involved. According to Cena, she is not playing Shade.
Okay. I was just going to ask,
well,
what do you think
to quote
of that?
Cena, he said, unless she's lying to me, she's not playing Shade. But also it'd be absurd if they even did put Shade in the MCU to begin with, because Marvel has officially shelved her completely. They're we're good.
Yeah.
All she ever shows up in are Pride issues, and it's in the last one was she was in the background. You could only you have to, if you looked longer than or less than 3 seconds, you wouldn't be able to see, because for some reason she had a weird white streak in her hair like Rogue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Well, we're keeping her alive on 2 Minutes to Handle.
Yes,
Yes, we
and
are.
honestly, like the fans have kept her alive more than anything else. Like,
Happy
people,
Pride.
it is our month. But the fans have definitely kept her alive. People still talk about her. She's still, there's still buzz about her. But they have no official plans to do anything with her whatsoever, as far as I'm aware. As far as Cena knows, but he doesn't, he wouldn't know anyway. Because that's the
So
Marvel
sad.
business stuff. So,
Locked
That
up.
sucks. Yeah. Well, just to brag about me real quick, and then we'll move on to our previously on. I got a scholarship for $1,600.
Oh,
Yes,
wow.
mama.
Congratulations.
Okay.
Yes,
Thank
girl.
you.
I mean,
A clap for you.
Yes, give me the fan. All right. So last week we asked, who do you think would more likely create X-23, Hydra or the Weapon X program? And this was because in X-Men Evolution, Hydra was the one who created her. What are your thoughts on that, Dax?
I mean, honestly, either way works. Hydra, I feel like Hydra having its hands in like literally everything is very on brand for Hydra. Weapon X even being funded by Hydra would make total sense. And I mean, like, I love in the series when they do bring in Madame Hydra because she looks amazing. I've also cosplayed her. I just like Madame Hydra. I think she's just like, I don't know. I just think she's fun. She's just such an evil bitch. Who cares about literally no one else? And I think she's fun. She cares about the color green, keeping her hair looking good, these boots, and end of list. Like that's what she cares about. And I'm here for it, honestly.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Well,
Yes.
85% said Weapon X program. So I was happy Hydra at least got votes. So apparently some people listened to your argument, right? It was a good argument.
It was mine, or I was part of the 15%. I chose Hydra as well. But yeah, I thought that just because, Weapon X isn't known for like making like kill sense and stuff like that. That's something more you would hear from Hydra and stuff like that. So that's why I was like, it's kind of understandable. And at this point, the kill scent wasn't invented yet with X-23/Laura, because this was her first ever appearance, and that only happened in the comics that the people that wrote that episode made.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. Well, today we are getting into Dark Horizon Part 1, the beginning of the end of Season 3. Of course, I mean, except for Cruise Control, which just fits, as the finale episode. Why wouldn't it?
Before we get into the recap... Oh, go ahead.
Oh, yeah.
I was going to say, speaking of that episode, which I do, because again, when I rewatched the episode we're going to talk about, I of course let it keep playing, and then like they take that giant break. Well, at least on Disney Plus, in the order that's on Disney Plus, it's like Dark Horizons Part 1, then Cruise Control for no reason, and then Dark Horizons Part 2. And I was like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, we're on a boat now? What's going on? Like what happened? But again, I do love a dumb X-Men episode that's just kind of like a whole, like, not fish out of water per se, but just like a complete like departure from like regular X-Men nonsense. Like, let's go on a vacation, and then stuff happens because we're wacky teens. Like, I'm into it.
You were telling me, but tell everyone else what your relationship with X-Men Evolution is. And your
I don't have one.
show.
I don't have one at all. Listen,
I do not.
I have a lot of notes on this show. I like it only because of Wolverine the X-Men. I like the art style to an extent. Everyone's got really weird eyebrows. What's up with that is my first question. Like, Jean has like a heavy brow. Like the way it's drawn, like it's like her eyebrows are like thin at the front and they like flare into big fins, and it just makes it look like she's like got like a Neanderthal brow going on. Even though I know she doesn't, but like it gives her that vibe. I don't like that Storm is essentially just like a nanny. I also hate her weird like plantation worker outfit. Like, she looks like she's like on a sugarcane field in the Bahamas in the 1800s. Like, she looks like it's like this look doesn't deserve shoes. It looks like that. Like it's just like a bad. And also like they fucked up her hairline. Like, she's got this weird like receding temples, and I'm like, what are we doing with her hairline? yeah, I just all across the board. And like I like when they bring in like, the other kids and the deep cuts. They all have that like, wacky, unhinged early 2000s hairstyles, because back in those days we had no idea what we were doing. So that was very on brand. Yeah, I just don't know. And also, like, I'm still wondering why they all live in the mansion but go to public school. Like, why
Thank
are
you.
Gene's parents showing up at graduation? Where have they been the past 4 years? Also, aren't you guys dead? Like, what's going on? Like, I need some explanation. Like, why'd you ship your kid up to live in this big house with this creepy old guy, only for her to go to public school? Like, what are we doing? Are you paying for this? Like, what's happening? Like, 'cause I feel like
But
you're
I
getting
mean,
scammed. So,
aren't they going there though just because like the parents are aware that they're all mutants though? It's not like they're hiding it from their parents. The parents are sending it there to be like, can you
handle this.
exactly. This is
It's
Have you
it's
tried not being a mutant?
Yeah.
Yes, I
love
was
my
gonna say
kids.
it's basically like, can you teach them how to do this? And like, can you not do that? It's like they're sending them
it's
to
giving me very
camp.
much like, I do love my kids, but I love my white couch more. So
Right.
you gotta go. Like, you just gotta like
Yeah.
get off the furniture, Gene. Like, get off.
Mhm.
Like,
Yes.
I mean, if that whole Kurt situation in Amanda Sefton's house is any inclination, I get that argument.
it's
True.
so, but like, just like, I don't know, like a lot of episodes like read like fan fiction, but not in a good way, for me. And other ones are cute, but then they get like weirdly like melodramatic when like nothing's really happening. I don't know. I just have a lot of mixed feelings on this show. I mean, like, I know there's a lot of people out there who like that was their first introduction to the X-Men, and they grew up with like the movies and Evolution, and then they went back later and watched the the good stuff. I just yeah, like, and also like Spike. First of all, in the episode we're going to talk about, where the hell is Spike? Did he like die or something? Did he like?
He left to go with the Morlocks, yeah.
Yeah, because he wasn't able to
Oh,
control
because you're a
his
giant bone
spikes
monster.
anymore.
Yeah.
He couldn't control his boner.
I mean, we
Typical
could have
teen.
just we could have just had Marrow, but that's asking for too much, I guess. We could have just had Marrow and like a teenage version of Bishop. That would have been fine. I'd be cool with that. Yeah,
Well, they apparently wanted Iceman at first, but then decided to replace Iceman with Spike.
Interesting.
I mean, like, I get like wanting Spike for more diversity, because the X-Men does have a problem with like having like black male characters for sure. There aren't that many of them, which is odd, but that's fine. So I get wanting more diversity, more color in the cast for sure. I just wish they had made up someone cooler than Spike. If they're going to make it up from scratch anyway, why? We could do better than this. And also, like, why is his shirt tucked into his boxers?
Thank you.
I need to know.
That's a 2000s thing.
That was never a thing. That was never a thing. Nobody ever did that. Nobody ever did that. It's never been done.
And they've done it multiple times in the show. I don't know why they keep doing that in the show.
I don't know.
It's like,
I don't know either. Yeah. And his weird like Wesley Snipes and Demolition Man hair. I mean, like,
Yes.
totally.
It's like the problem with like black hair in cartoons has been never ending. It's been since day one. They're like, we don't know what to do, so we're just going to make it up. And it's always something completely absurd. And they're like, that's a cool black guy, right? Like, it's like, no one's ever had that haircut in the history of time. But let's just make it blonde and put on his head, and also tuck his shirt into his underwear, and then put him on a skateboard with his too long shorts, because that's what kids are into these days. Like, I don't know. It's just a lot of strong choices.
Yeah.
Very strong choices.
All right. And let's see. This came out August 9th, 2003, written by Christopher Yost, Boyd Kirkland, and George Meyer, and directed by our Frank Parr, who we love so much. Frank Parr.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm with you, Dax. It took me like a season and a half to warm up to this show. I went in like kicking and screaming, and the boys kept telling me, it gets better. I was like, when? But I'm a little more on board. It's still my least favorite of the X shows, but I can see why people love it now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, like,
Wait,
if I'd grown up with it or something, if I was like, if I had like was a kid when it came out, I'd probably feel a little differently. But I'm glad I wasn't. So
Yeah.
I'm glad I missed that. I'm glad I was heavily 18 by that point. So
Yeah. I didn't give it
You
much
liked
of a chance when it was on.
you liked X-Men anime more than this?
honestly, yes.
Oh,
Honestly, yes.
Probably.
And
I
that
mean,
was
it's
trash.
hard to
so-
compare. Yeah, because the anime is so short compared to this, and this has gotten better over time, so it's hard to compare. But ask me again when we're actually covering it.
Will do.
Yeah. Right.
Okay. I mean, that opening scene when they're fighting Phoenix is like everything, but yeah, the rest of it's kind of trash.
yeah, yeah.
Except the final scene where they actually add more of the X-Men to the team and finally show them of the series. Like they finally show Colossus and I think Iceman and other people too. Yeah.
And then nothing else. It's done.
Yeah, and then
I
you're
haven't seen
done.
the anime, so I can't comment.
Okay.
Well,
Shut up, Ryan. You're giving it away.
I mean, they're in it the entire time.
I watched the opening credits. There's that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Get us started on this episode.
All right. The Manor, nighttime. A figure sleeks a boot. It's Rogue. She goes into each of the X-Men's room. She goes to each of the X-Men one by one, absorbing their powers. Kitty hears a commotion and wakes up. She's about to open the door when Rogue opens it. Kitty phases through her door and goes to check on Scott. He's unconscious. Rogue sneaks up behind Kitty and absorbs her powers.
All right. I counted this as kind of like a lame cameo. Like, is this supposed to be Lockheed? She's like
It is.
hugging a dragon, but it's like
Yeah.
yellow and doesn't look like Lockheed.
This is the second appearance.
I was gonna say,
Maybe
didn't we
before.
talk? Yeah,
Yeah.
once before when she was sleeping and someone was it
Yeah.
the
We
Mesmer
talked about why it
episode?
wasn't purple and stuff. Which one?
Yeah.
Was it the
You know she
Mesmer
forgets
episode?
things.
Yeah,
I don't remember when.
she's
But-
40 now.
Yeah.
41.
41, bitch. Shut up.
Yeah.
A lady never reveals her age.
All right. Also, did you notice though when Kitty was sleeping? Yes, I know that she went through the pillow like as she was waking up, but as she was sleeping, like she was in the pillow actually. Like her head was
Oh.
in the pillow. Like half of her ponytail was coming out of the pillow. Like I was like, this cannot be good. And then I was like,
That's
Shawn
not
is going to bring
comfortable.
this up, being like, if she swallows feathers, why isn't she swallowing human body parts? Like, like your whole thing there. You're like, if she goes through people, why isn't she like seeing their insides or like coming out a little bloody or?
I wonder
Yeah.
if she is. I feel like she would be. Be like, look, there's a brain. like,
Yeah.
Right?
I feel like she's just like,
wasn't
like this is normal.
Yeah.
It's really messed me up because every time she phases through someone, she has her eyes open. So I'm like, yeah, you're looking at them from the inside. Like, close your damn eyes, bitch.
yeah.
All right, take us to scene
Shall
2,
I
Dax.
go on?
Mhm.
Okay, reading is fun. The next morning, the X team. The next morning, the X team starts to awaken. Kitty wakes up with a headache. She goes to wake her fellow mutants. They are all running late. Rogue wakes up after having a bizarre dream. Downstairs, Kurt and Jean get breakfast ready for everyone. Storm is in her room, not flicking her bean to the Inya box set.
And that Shawn likes to put that in there because it's something that
Deadpool,
Cassandra Nova says in that.
Yeah.
And it's a joke that I like to say it. So
That's fine.
Yeah, Kevin likes to bring it up. Speaking of dreams, I'm going to share this with you guys. I had the weirdest dream last night. So my best friend Rachel, I met her aunt once.
I'm like,
And I'm really good with Rachel's cousin, Jessie. I had a dream that me, Jessie, and Rachel and her aunt were hanging out. And then me and the aunt both like hired a sex worker. And we like separately spent the night in rooms with the sex worker. And then we came and like talked about our experience in the morning. And I'm like, why did I have this dream?
What does that mean? What's going on there?
Yeah. Did you look that up in your dream book?
I will. And like in my like sex workers, like in the morning, like the guy brought in a girl and then like the three of us were like playing around. It was, yeah, That was my dream. I had a weird dream.
Okay.
Wonderful.
How'd you
All right
enjoy
then,
that?
yeah.
How'd you enjoy that threesome with the girl, Shawn?
It was great. I got, plugged from the back while I was plugging in the front. It was fun.
All right then.
Pulls for all.
I like how Dax is classy. She has like a whole like glass, and I have like
I
this
mean-
fucking can.
Well, yeah. I like to be fancy sometimes.
Yeah.
She's a
I'm gonna
fancy
read
lady.
scene 3 before I embarrass myself more. So Scott, Jean, Kitty, Amara, and Kurt race into school. Rogue casually walks. Behind her, a limo pulls up. The back door opens invitingly, and Rogue gets in the limo. It drives away.
'Cause that's a normal thing for teen girls to do. Like, oh, hey, a strange car. Let me just.
I know.
But I
You
do
don't,
like
don't
that.
go in the car. But then I'm thinking she
I
was
did-
probably
I-
possessed, so she probably had no choice. But then again, I'm like,
Sure.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
that's how Rogue goes. I
Also-
did like her new like athleisure outfit though, like her like track pants and a little hoodie. Because personally, I don't see Rogue as ever being goth. I don't think Rogue ever had a goth phase. Rogue has always been an optimist. She's always been like sunshine and flowers while also being super sad. But I can't
is
see her
true.
having a goth phase. That's also one thing about
Yeah.
Evolution I never liked was that like I didn't like that take on Rogue. But it does make sense once you get to Wolverine of the X-Men, then it kind of leads into it. But again, that version of Rogue is like always had a bad attitude. Like she's always kind of sullen and like grumpy. Whereas I never saw Rogue as being grumpy or
Daria.
I mean not even Daria. Not even Daria. Like she's just like not fun to be around. Like she's just like,
Yeah.
whereas like I see Rogue as being like, no, she's fun. Like this bitch is fun. Like that's how I see Rogue at least.
That's valid.
yeah.
I agree. I know what you're talking about. I also feel like it was also based not that Anna Paquin's character at all was portrayed as goth by any means,
No.
but I think that maybe
More
it was
subdued.
more or less like the like covering of like the clothes or like you know what I mean, like the big coat, all the green stuff like that. Maybe that's the only route that they could go, and also they were supposed to. Who was it? Someone, I think it was Charlie on our pod said that like if someone was going to be like the goth or something like that, it should have been like Storm to be like representation of like the rocker phase that she went through
Oh,
and stuff like
yeah.
that, and give her the mohawk and I was like, that is a completely total missed opportunity. Like that would have
Yeah.
been so amazing to have that as a storyline.
And Storm had full reason to, lean more into like being goth in general. Like, I mean, when she even got the mohawk, it was, because she was going through some shit because Xavier was messing with her mind the whole time, or was he? We don't really know, honestly, we should be fully sure. But she didn't feel like she was in full control of herself, and she also felt like she was being used. And then she had, when she killed Callisto, or attempted to kill Callisto at least, she went through kind of a dark moment. So Storm having like a more goth edge to her makes sense, or even Rogue being goth but still being like a positive person. Like I know plenty of people that are goth. I mean, and well, that like at least like are part of like that like kind of fashionable subculture at least, or like me who just wears all black all the time. We're not all like just like morose and like cranky, like
Yeah.
we still enjoy dumb things. We just also like the slimming and cooling effects of wearing all black.
There you go.
That's it.
Yeah, this road
Very
doesn't give
true.
us any of those like fun one-liners. I was
No.
thinking about that,
Mm-mm.
So
Mm-hmm.
Except that picture makes me look fat.
yeah,
Do I
right.
look fat to you?
Is that my new ringtone? Like, how do I get that? I'm bringing a text. I want that sound. That's how to play.
4.
Yep.
Faux.
All right. Scott and Jean walk the halls together. They are reflecting on their time at Bayville High. Today is their last day at school. Principal Kelly catches Jean and Scott and tells them no mischief will be tolerated at tomorrow's graduation. Scott tells Kelly, that's fine. Just give him the diploma and they'll bounce. Scott and Jean ditch Kelly.
Do you
I love
notice, you guys, I'm sorry. No, you go ahead, Dex.
I just love how I was gonna say. I just love how like they're constantly being tormented by their racist principal, and they're like, "That's just normal school." Like
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
we can't do anything about this.
And they're almost like forced to go back because Gene
Yeah.
didn't want to go back after that one day, and Professor Xavier's like, you must.
Yeah.
We had a
and again, I'm still like, I still wonder, why are we in Bayville? They live in Westchester. Just make it Westchester. I mean, I get to say about the Bell reference, kind of, but it's not a good enough reference to like lean into.
No.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of things about the show. I'm just like, you could have done so much different, and it could have been a way better show. Just like minor tweaks. Eyebrows first. Spiked stem haircut. That's got to go. Bayville, where the fuck that is. Racist principal. I mean, well, he's just more of a plot device, really. So I kind of get it. But yeah, just.
But you know what they need to keep is all of Storm's outfits. Amazing. Whoever made that choice, keep all of those outfits.
And everyone is getting upgrades throughout the season. Like even
Except
Dex said,
Storm.
like
Except Storm. Except when they
Yep.
go on the cruise and she wears that like cloud pattern dress because that's fashion. What was
Toy
Storm
Story
wearing?
chic.
What's Storm's resort wear? I know, clouds.
yeah.
Miss Frizzle. She went to Miss Frizzle's closet.
She's 100% wearing school buses boat. Like she's 100%.
I want Andy's wallpaper as a dress.
And also, why is she the only adult with all these damn kids? Like, why is she the only one on this boat? Sorry, that's a whole different episode. She's the only responsible adult for all these damn children, and I can't. Like this Jamaican housekeeper trope has got to die. I can't. It makes me so violently angry. She's my favorite character, and she's just the help, and it just makes me so upset. Like,
Yeah.
so upset.
Mm-hmm. No.
I get it. I mean, I've told the story multiple times on the show, but like Archangel's not my favorite, but seeing how much they ruined him in an X-Men Apocalypse, like I get it. I get the feeling.
Yeah. I mean, like, but even Warren gets like moments in evolution. Even Warren doesn't he doesn't look bad. He's not, driving the car. Like, he's
Right.
doing something. He's not carrying the luggage. But no, just Storm is just like, all right, I gotta drive this bus to school with all these damn kids every damn day, even though we live in a school. Like, what are we doing? Yeah. And then there's more of them. And then there's like always more of them. And there's Jamie just running around being 18 people at once. It's like, girl, like just chill. Like, pump those brakes hard.
Yep.
Yeah, we don't need all these extra mouths to feed. But that's Jamie. Always doing nothing.
It literally sounded like a 90s sitcom. That's Jamie.
That's Jamie.
Do not get him wet. Do not feed him after midnight.
This absolute gremlin twink has got to go. Like, I can't. Between him and Bobby, I don't know who's worse.
I lost my poop when we found out that Professor X can drive.
Where'd you last see it?
Wait.
What do you mean? Where'd you last have it?
Yeah.
He was under the couch?
I cannot wait to watch the video for this because all three of our reactions when you said I lost my poop, like all of us were like,
where'd it go? It just popped right out.
are we back on the sinister gossip sash? Like, what's this news? Like,
Yeah.
But finding out Xavier can drive his own damn car, like, why is he making Storm drive him? Like,
I wonder why. Could it be racism? Like, colonialism?
I found my poop.
wait, but thank goodness, yeah. Don't want the dog getting that. Yeah. Do you guys notice that now we never use the principal's first name anymore?
Oh yeah.
Because you know how it's not Robert Kelly, isn't it? Wasn't it something else originally? Like, it's not
like
Robert.
Edward?
I think it's Edward. Yeah, because they like say Edward Kelly, and it's you do not hear anything besides either Kelly or Principal Kelly.
True. You're right.
It's like they're trying to correct their it's like they're trying to correct their wrongs.
Mm-hmm.
And then Dax, you're so adamant about how Storm is used in Evolution. I did want to ask you, what are your thoughts about how she's used though in Wolverine and the X-Men? Because I don't feel like she's used any differently though.
I mean,
She's like a background character in that as well.
She's very much a background character. She looks better at least.
She does.
She at least has like a whole episode about her, like the one.
And her hair and like where she comes from. Yeah, the one.
Yeah. She is better, but she's still a letdown because they focus. But again, I guess it's like a thing's focusing on Wolverine all the time. It's like why is this guy so interesting? I don't understand why people think he's so interesting. He's fine. He's not the most interesting character that I've ever seen or that I want to see more of. He's fine, but I'm not a straight white man, so I guess I wouldn't understand the appeal of Wolverine.
Yeah.
I'm not the one. It's just not for me. So that's what it comes down to, I guess.
I'm with you.
Those are the guys that get up in upheaval when they see like gay things with Wolverine. Like, oh.
Yeah. Those guys.
Yeah.
Him and Cyclops would never.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Even though they had connecting rooms.
If you're alive for hundreds of years, there's no way you haven't done some gay shit. Right. I'm just saying. Like, you're going to get bored eventually.
Exactly.
It's just going to happen. Like, the 70s?
Yeah.
Sir. Like, come on now.
You can't be immune to all those drugs. Yeah.
You can't.
Yep.
You can't. We're going to figure this out. Like,
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. All right. Back to this episode. Sorry. At the Brotherhood of Bayville boarding house, Toad is jumping around making a mess. Quickie runs outside to get the newspaper. Rogue sneaks around the corner. Wanda's walking up the stairs when the doorbell rings and the front door suddenly opens on its own. She goes to check it out. Rogue uses telekinesis to lift up Wanda and absorb her powers.
Damn.
I just it's just gonna get so much better throughout this episode, but they really like showed how fucking amazing Rogue is.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I mean, like Rogue and this, I mean, they really do, overpower her a lot. But honestly, it's fun to watch, so it's fine.
Yeah.
I still can't get over how the Brotherhood are just homeless teens and no one's bothered by this. Like they're homeless
Kelly's
teens
supporting
but
it.
still go to school every day. Like, girl, like, come on, this is the trap house. Like, why are you at school?
Trap house.
Under an overpass, huffing something. I feel like that's more your vibe. Like, especially Toad. Toad is looking to huff something. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
But like they just choose to live in this like obviously condemned building. Like, yeah, it's cool. That's normal.
Dilapidated manner.
Yeah,
Dilapidated manner.
Like there's asbestos. The paint is all made of lead. It's not even paint. It's just lead. Yeah, it's infested with everything. There's clearly termites. You guys all have bed bugs. Just FYI. Like it's just and they're cool with
Have
that.
you seen Toad's skin? Yeah, they have bed
Yeah,
bugs.
they all have bed bugs. All of them. Yeah, and they're like
Ew.
big bed bugs. I don't know if they could get big, but they got big somehow. Yeah, they got bed bugs. So
If you got Blob, you gotta have
bedbugs.
yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
They absorbed some of Blob's power through his blood and they got bigger.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh god, I'm starting to get itchy.
Meanwhile, the other Blob and Toad are watching the Slobberpuss Dames. Lance comes in to join them. He finds Wanda knocked out. Rogue surprises Lance and takes his power next. Blob and Toad are interrupted by a very acrobatic Rogue. She absorbs Blob. Toad gives Rogue a run for her money, but Rogue eventually gets him. Quickie comes to see what's up. Rogue uses telekinesis to freeze Quickie, now called Slowy, in place and absorbs him. Rogue gets back in the limo and leaves. Because now she has a limo of her own that just like takes places now.
Also, I feel like limos were like so popular in like the late '90s, early aughts. You
Everyone
know what I
wanted
mean?
to be in
Like,
a limo for some reason.
everybody.
Yeah.
So
Because it's a sign of
When
like
we were all,
fancy. Yeah.
yeah,
Sign of
and we're
fancy.
all like,
rich,
why
you
would
know?
Rogue walk into this? Fuck, if I was a teenage girl and I saw a limo and the door open, I would walk in too. Like,
Yeah.
But it's different though because
I would also be dead. I was a
We've got
whore. You're
candy.
right. Yeah.
You're so easy, Ryan.
Free
Sure, R.
ride.
Kelly, I'll get in your limo.
Yeah.
Well,
I
gotta go to
never
work.
said anything. I never said anything
Yeah.
about pee. Yeah. I never said anything
Party at
about
Diddy's
pee.
house. I'm there.
Everything's so
I don't like that
slippery.
one either. Yeah. I can't seem to buckle the seatbelt. It's so slippery.
Why is my feet wet?
Oh, goodness.
I counted this as a 2000s moment because it's the Powerpuff Girls. They're watching the Slobberfist Games, which is basically Powerpuff Girls, but they're still popular today, which is crazy, but it makes sense because that shit's
Heck yeah.
fucking amazing.
Yeah.
I'm kind of pissed off that the live action got canceled. Like, I thought that would have been like a bop, to be honest. I thought that was going to
Have
be good.
you seen the footage though?
The
Uh-oh.
trailer looks really bad.
No, not the trailer. Not the part of the actual pilot got released.
Oh, I didn't.
And it was a lot of hard choices. Yeah.
Wait, I haven't seen it. Could you just give some highlights if that's okay?
Bubbles is an alcoholic party girl, so that's what she's doing. Buttercup is an angry queer who hates everything and everyone. Blossom is,
So happy we got that.
I can't remember what they do with Blossom, but it was also terrible.
Wasn't she like OCD? Like she had like
in therapy
counted
or something
stuff
or
and
something?
like
I don't know.
cleaning stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Mojo Jojo was actually a person, and two people actually. He was like the mayor and his son. It was Mojo and Jojo, so not a green monkey at all.
That
a
was
lot
a
of
little
hard
upsetting.
choices. A lot of very poor choices. So I'm glad we missed all that. Granted, I want to see it all. I'm sure it's absolutely terrible. But no, it's good we missed it. Yeah.
Good,
I have
good,
to
good.
tell you, like, when I first saw him on TV, I was like, how is this okay? This demon Santa Claus drag queen is in a children's cartoon, and everybody's cool with this, which I love him. He's my favorite villain ever. But,
so
like, people are going off on SpongeBob, but this is literally a demon Santa Claus drag queen.
Yeah. Yeah, terrorizing children intentionally.
All right, back at the manor. It's raining. Jean asks Storm to clear up the rain because that's all she's good for tomorrow's graduation ceremony. What a great use of her power. Xavier enters the room and asks Jean about her plans post high school. Jean announces, I don't know, I might go into like medicine or genetics, basic. Storm leaves the window just in time to not see Rogue slinking a boot outside. You search and find Rogue hiding in the bushes. You're welcome. There's this amazing game, Dax, electronic talking clue, and it says stuff like that. You search and find Rusty lurking about.
Okay, I don't know. We needed a clue upgrade, but I'm glad that we have that. I don't know.
There's a lot of clue upgrades. They went crazy.
Yes.
Okay. Rogue is once again in the limo. She's accompanied by Mystique, and that was weird to me. I'm like, what is she doing here? Why?
Yeah, that was random.
I don't get it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand. They're sitting outside of an old building. Rogue announces, she goes, Winda. so weird. Winda. She can get through an open window, and then Mystique grabs Rogue's hand and gives her some of her shape-shifting ability. Rogue turns into an owl and flies through the open window. Inside the facility, Colossus is moving heavy crates. Rogue sneaks up on him and takes his power. Next, Sabretooth attacks. Rogue sucks him. Pyro attacks. Rogue metals up and absorbs Pyro. Ta-da!
Yeah. I still hate whenever a version of Mystique turned into like animals or animate objects or like things that are not canonically her powers. it bugs the absolute hell out of me. Like, she can't just be a chair. Like, stop doing whatever that is. Like, that's not at all how she works. She can't be bigger than she already is. She can't be that much smaller than she already is. She has limitations because she's a physical being. She can't be like a lizard. Like, you know, like it's not like anyway, it just bugs me to no end whenever they use her that way. And like in the movies, for example, like in the first X-Men when she was like that Statue of Liberty maquette or whatever, and then her eyes open and she's like, oh, yellow eyes. It's like no, can't do that. She can't do that. She's not like, she can't be a file cabinet. Like, calm down. Like, let's not be insane.
Open me.
Yeah, like just not.
Beauty and the Beast. Gambit makes his appearance. Rogue not so easily dispatches him. She sneaks up on Gambit and kisses him. Aww.
Sexy.
Taking his powers. Exactly. Magneto comes to check on his acolytes. Rogue easily dispatches him, much easier than Gambit. She leaves with all the powers of Magneto and the acolytes. This bitch is powerful as fuck, seriously. Like, everything that she has. Oh my god.
I love how, like, that scene when she, like, when Magneto comes up and she, like, manages to, like, slip her hand in that, like 2-inch sliver of skin on his face. And I'm like, girl, come on now. Like, he's literally fully covered. He's wearing a fucking cape. Like, he's covered. But they're like, oh no, it's easy. She just goes, boop, and then he's just done. He's just done. He's just done.
Yep.
Yeah. Show us on the mannequin where Rogue touched you.
Where she touched you.
Yeah. It's physically not.
It doesn't work that way.
It doesn't work that way. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
One finger.
That's the whole point of the helmet.
It does. Okay.
Like,
it
literally,
does.
she'd be like, boop, and that's all that, like.
She got him on the
But she
nosy,
doesn't.
guys. She got
She
him on the
did.
nosy.
She got him. She got him. Way easier than fuckboy Gambit with his soul patch and his Caesar cut.
There's way
that's
too
what the kids were
twinky to
into.
be Gambit.
Oh, that's what the kids were into, though. Like, that look was like, that was the look, though. Like a fucked up soul patch and like gelled down hair, like a helmet on your head. Yeah, that was the guy. That's a puka shell for that. And you got a party. Like, let's go.
Oh my god.
Some puka shells and cargo pants. Let's do this.
Not Mark McGrath from what's it called? Yeah.
Oh god, that is who he looks like. He's Mark McGrath.
Let's be in the back of the.
He was almost in charge
together. Like,
Sugar Ray, yeah.
Gambit he looked just like Sugar Ray. He looked just like Sugar Ray.
Yeah.
Later, it's graduation time. Jean helps prepare Scott for his big moment. Jean tells Scott to put the past behind him and enjoy the moment. Just then, Jean is joined by her family, who aren't dead. Xavier and Storm sit in the bleachers. Storm makes a comment on how the weather's improved because, thanks, Storm. We knew it was you. Principal Kelly takes the stage and commences the ceremony. Kelly makes some snide comments about mutants because he's a racist, and then he's interrupted by a gaggle of newcomers.
And we have another cameo. We have Jean's sister, Sarah, who we haven't seen in the show yet.
Yeah,
because she's alive.
She's doing well, and they kept her. Cool. Thanks, Mom and Dad.
I just laughed too.
Are you not up to date in the comics lately?
Oh,
guys?
I am. She comes back. Yeah, she's back from the dead in space or something. I haven't been really following Phoenix that closely. I'm
not a huge fan of it. I'm not a huge fan of it.
I
was at first.
Yes.
First.
Yes.
Like, the idea of it, I was like, this is going to be cool. Like, but then, like, after issue 4, I was like, where is this going?
Yeah.
Why is Rocket a main character? Why is Rocket a main character in a Phoenix comic?
Weird. I feel like the problem that it's going through is that, like, they're taking too long to get to the ultimate conclusion of, like, Jean and Storm fighting with, like, Eternal Storm and all of her crazy powers she's going through. It's leading up to Jean and Storm fighting. That's
exactly
like,
what it is. Yeah,
on behalf of, like, eternity
fighting.
and death and, like, whatever. It's going to be them fighting and Jean trying to save Storm from her own entity the way Storm trying to save her from the Phoenix. And that's obvious, but it's taking a long time to get there. And meanwhile, both books are kind of going around and kind of away from one another when it should be coming back together again to like sync up. But I love the Storm book, but they are doing a lot with her. She's like Pecker of the World. She's an Avenger. She has braids now. She lives in a floating skyscraper in Atlanta. She rides hippos or whatever. She's also going to space, and there's magic, and she died, and now she's not dead anymore. And then there's a giant bird. Like it's like guys.
They better not fuck up Maggot though.
Now he's Omega, but has more maggots. I don't honestly, I get so sick of, I get sick every once in a while of like the new style of storytelling where everything has to have like a B, C, and D plot. It's like, can't we just like pick a lane and follow the story till it ends? We don't have to like keep like, jumping around to like all these other like side missions and shit. I mean, like, it's cool. I'm glad you're including more stuff. But also, like, can we get back to the point? That's just a personal thing for me. But again, love the book, love the artwork. I like the team is so into Storm. That's really important. When a team like obviously loves a character, you can tell.
Yeah,
true.
One thing I thought was funny about this Kelly thing, though, was he was yelling stuff and that no one was listening at all. They just completely ignored him.
Yes.
No.
Made me happy.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Magneto is seen crossing the field to the ceremony, followed by the Acolytes and the Brotherhood. The crowd starts to run in panic. Kelly reminds the crowd to remain calm and exit the field in an orderly manner. Mesmero sneaks up under the bleachers and takes control of Rogue. Rogue uses Nito's power to create a chairnado. She flies up and throws the chairs at everyone. Rogue flies away. Xavier orders Logan to work with Sabretooth and Gambit to track Rogue. Wolvie ain't happy about it, but he complies. Yeah, that's what you get.
Yeah.
Again, like when he's like, Logan, go track her. I'm like, how? She's flying. Like, what's it gonna do? Like, sniff the air? Like, I don't know. Like, that's not how tracking things works. I feel like he should know that.
Just also, follow your nose.
Literal telepath. He could just find her. So
she was in the. Don't you have a machine for this, idiot? Like,
there's a whole room for this. You stole air technology to make a whole room for this one purpose, and you can't do it. Like, what are we doing?
She's in the fucking clouds. How do you expect me to smell her?
Logan, where is she?
Shouldn't Storm have gone after her?
I don't know. Storm would make more sense.
I know.
Storm could actually just
yeah.
I don't know if she went that way. I don't know.
Got it.
Well, she was here. Now she's there. You don't fucking know where Rogue is. So what's Sabretooth gonna do? Sniff harder? Like, what's that about? What's Gambit gonna do?
Quick, Storm, throw him up in the clouds. He's got to smell him.
Do we even trust this guy? Like, we just met him. First of all, he broke into the house a couple of times. Second, he tried to kill you. Third, you just met him. Also, why is he at my high school graduation? What's that about? It's fine. They're nailing it. They're doing so great.
Gold star for X-Men Evolution.
Yeah.
Oh, me. Okay. Wolvie, Saves, and Gambit ride out on their big boy bikes to track Rogue. Back in the manor, Xavier is working with Nito to locate his errant student. The two ex-lovers join up with Beast while he works away in a computer. Xavier tells Nito their best course of action would be to place mental blocks in each of the students to protect against Mesmero's control. Mind condoms. Yes. Beast tells Xavier he hasn't had much luck researching Apocalypse. Namor. Nito tells him to try and summon her.
I hate you.
Thank you. I love that.
That's inside joke.
Did you?
Yeah.
So every time they kept on talking about an ancient mutant that was going to come back and do stuff, Shawn was always like, "It's Apocalypse. I know it's Apocalypse," and I was just like, "It's actually Namor." And
They
then I'm like,
convinced
why
me
do
that's
you?
why they go on a cruise, because they become friends and they go to
Yeah.
visit
With
Namor.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. And then tries to marry Storm, like he keeps trying to do. Yeah.
Mhm.
Way better show, honestly.
Yes.
Already better show.
Yeah.
So
Instead,
Ryan
Also,
doesn't know
instead
yet,
we
but we're
like
kicking him off
destroy
the
a
pod.
small seaside village. We was trying to like, trade fruit or whatever, and there's like, let's just be some asshole kids and blow shit up. Oh, look, a volcano! I want to touch it. Like, maybe don't touch the volcano. With the girl who made a magma, maybe like just like leave that alone. I don't. Sure.
yeah. Let's send the girl with magma powers onto the island that's
Yeah.
erupting.
To an active volcano. That'll be fine. That's gonna go great for us. Like, who could have seen this coming? I mean, like, sorry. That's again another episode, which I'm happy to talk about because it's the dumbest episode possible, so I'm into it. Happy to talk about it.
Did you guys
choices were made?
also notice on the giant computer with Beast when Nito does the creepy lean in to go, try El Sabanur? Beast literally just presses 2 buttons and he's like, oh. Like, yeah. When like on a keyboard, El Sabanur is definitely so much more than 2 buttons.
I'm like, how's
Yeah.
they spelled?
If someone said that to me, I would also say, spell
Yeah.
that, please. Like,
Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
please. Yeah, and that starts like N is in like the letter, or like N is in like like.
Exactly.
I gotta be right back.
all right, scene 13. Meanwhile, Sabretooth and Wolverine find the limo. They both smell a boot the car. They get a scent from Rogue and Mesmero. They too were in the limo recently. Gambit realizes Mesme and Rogue probably took a plane. A plane takes off.
He's got that
I
new
just want
car
to point out,
styling.
okay, Mesmero, Mesmero, like it's
I
not
was like, what?
yeah. Hey,
Mesmero?
none of that, sir. None of that, sir. Whatever that is, don't do that.
Sorry.
Not that kind of podcast. No. Mesmero?
Mesmero? Yeah.
But of all like the random villains to choose, they're like, I know Mesmero, that's something, right? Like,
Yeah. And they radically altered his look, but it works. It works for her.
yeah.
No, I actually love the new look. I thought it looked really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think a green skin man and green and purple wouldn't fit in with the rest of the aesthetic in the
No.
show. So let's just give him a
No.
face tattoo and call it a day.
Yeah.
I mean, did
Go
you
with whole,
see
like-
what the Morlocks look like? They didn't want anything disfigurement in this, or like bright colors or anything like that.
Right.
They had so many
Yeah.
cool Morlocks they could have used, and they made up big hands and
He's like,
God, oh, big hand. I can't even think of the other, or what, acid hands
Acid.
and
Yeah.
A lot of hand-based guys, a lot of
Yeah.
like, palms and
Yeah.
acid hands and Mr. Fingernails. Like,
Yeah,
just
exactly.
oh my God.
It was Meg from that episode from Family Guy where she could grow her nails long.
yeah. Oh my God.
yeah. Those are my Morlocks, yeah. Just all like
Yep.
weird hands. Just all just
Mhm,
like
yep.
creepy hands.
You can't live with us unless you got hand powers, all right?
You handy.
Oh, is it my turn?
Yep.
Is it my turn? Oh, 14? Okay.
Mhm.
Beast's search of Insabanur pays off. They are able to find more information on Apocalypse, but they still can't find his resting place. Xavier suddenly realizes he was in Mesme's mind. The trio go to Cerebro to use it to try to find some more answers, finally. Xavier is able to see Apocalypse's resting place. Xavier, Magneto, and the X-Men and the Acolytes go to find Apocalypse, a jet tearing through the night with balls on its tail?
Yeah, because Magneto's balls are following it.
Oh, I mean,
Let's
honestly,
be
all
honest.
fly
Fly a kite.
I was just going to say,
Yeah.
aren't Magneto's balls always on Xavier's tail?
Yep.
Or his forehead a lot of times.
So I have an issue. This is like the third time I think that the show has pulled this. Oh, wait a minute. I've had this memory all along. Like, come on. Like, let's think of something new here.
Yeah. I mean, like the X-Men have always been like, melodramatic and soap opera like, but this show takes it to like a whole different cringy level. It's like, girl, like, let me guess, evil twin. Like, let me guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, we've all got amnesia? That's shocking. Like, yeah, every time it's like it's either gonna be like evil twin, shapeshifter, amnesia, mind control. Yeah, that's about it. End of list, pretty much.
Yeah.
You know what though? Like,
Accurate.
think about though, like how many like mini cartoons, like like DuckTales, Darkwing Duck, something like that. Thank you, love that. Had like endings like that where they'd be like, "Oh, this is the cure" or something like, and then they would move on to the next episode or something. This is just like them using something like that, and shame on them.
Shame on them.
Shame on them. Yeah.
Accurate. All right. Wolverine, Sabretooth, and Gambit bust into the local airport. Gambit uses a computer to track the stolen jet. It's currently passing over California. That is the fastest fucking airplane. It just took off from New York and they break in like, I don't know, 20 minutes. It's passing over California.
It's not from
Thank you.
Bayville, wherever she is. So, New York, maybe. Allegedly.
Wherever she is.
Bayville, New York, home of the fighting Bayville Tigers. I don't know what they're doing with that.
Mhm. And it's on the way to the Pacific. Pacifically.
All right. The blackbird and the balls fly over Egypt. They land near a sphinxter. I added that part. And get out to go investigate. They send Kitty underground to find a hidden door to the Chamber of Secrets. She sees patience in the underground.
I added that
Kitty
for you.
Oh,
'Cause it's
patience.
Ghost.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Thank you. She sees patience in the underground. Kitty pops out in a chamber. She is instructed to push a knob. Oh my god.
Kitty's
Push a
only
knob.
fans.
Yeah, right, in the wall. Up above the ground starts to tremble. A stairway opens up. Xavier and Nito head in first, followed by their teams. Like, you guys gotta walk. Everyone joins Kitty underground. Nito tells Pyro to light the pyres. The teams all start looking for an exit.
Like Xavier and his like use of his child soldiers has got to be stopped.
Yeah.
He's like, hey,
Yeah.
small young girl,
Yeah.
want to break into somewhere? I don't know. You got a passport? Irrelevant. Doesn't matter. We're going anyway. Like,
Kitty is traumatized.
Kitty is. He's like, hey, why don't you go into that thing? And she's like, but what is it? He's like, I don't fucking know. Why don't you go and find out? Like, she's like, can I wear a respirator release? He's like, I don't know, maybe. This one kind of works. Yeah, just all of it. I'm just like, wow, he's the worst. He's the absolute worst.
Yeah.
He
But-
is.
But did you guys notice that like we saw Kitty advance her powers in this scene, basically?
How so? Oh, she
She
like climbed
floated-
up a wall or yeah.
No, she floated through the ground beneath it and then floated on air as she was going through the catacombs, basically. So like when she advanced her powers and she is able to walk on air, basically, like to get into things or like as she's floating down and stuff. She did that in this when we've never seen her do anything like that in this series. And it was actually that was kind of like a newer thing that happened. No, I wouldn't say newer, maybe like 2000s that she was able to do stuff like that.
One thing the show does really well is they use Kitty pretty well.
They
Kitty Pryde
do.
always gets overlooked, I feel like, but
hmm
this show does give her a lot of the stage, which I think she deserves because she's an amazing character and she's been there since the beginning. Like she should have her moments, you know.
No, yeah.
Yeah, agreed.
I like the way that you see her advance throughout the third and fourth season as well too. You really see her step into more of a mentor than the student thing. And I did a little search, and the link that I just sent to you guys will send you pictures of Bayville, New York. It's a village in New York.
Well, I hate it already, so.
You guys, though, I'm not joking. Look at the images of this. It upsets me so much because almost every image is on like the sea, basically on an ocean. So I'm like, fuck this. This manor was on an ocean. Like,
See? Oh my goodness.
I don't see where you sent that, but I'm looking.
It's in the chat in our.
I don't have a chat thing.
Yeah, if you go into the where you can mute video,
the middle like text bubble thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know how to chat. Wow, I'm learning so much about the software.
Yeah, Ryan figured out so much with this that we've never done.
But I've also, and then if you look at the map, actually, I looked at where Bayville is. I don't see fucking Westchester anywhere near this shit, and that pisses the fuck out of me. Like,
I know you don't usually cuss on the show.
Never.
Yeah.
Fuck that. No.
Bayville.
I lost my poop.
Please pick it up. I don't want the dog eating that. Yeah.
Did you look in the car?
Please tell me it's not on the Labubu. Yeah.
No, I did take off her clothes though.
Not yet. Oh.
Scandaloso.
Oh my goodness.
All right, Ryan, finish us off.
All right. Kurt hears a noise and looks up just in time to see a statue of an Egyptian god coming to life. The door closes behind the teams, locking them in the chamber. The fire blows out, leaving them in darkness with an animated statue. The dreaded "to be continued" pops up.
Oh.
This did piss me off, though. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
It reminded me of the X-Men arcade game when you have to fight Apocalypse's like statues that come alive. It's very that.
You mean the one that yeah, the one that's playing right there.
The best game ever invented. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I just loved the everything about this, and I got so excited and then got so disappointed when the "to be continued" popped up because I was like, so much has happened, but everything's about to pop off. Fuck.
Yeah, like I felt like a lot happened, but also nothing happened at the same time, and then it just kind of ended, and I'm like, okay, that was kind of a letdown because I got to watch a whole other episode. No, it's again. I don't hate the show as much as I remembered hating it. It has a lot of poor choices. It isn't the worst thing I've seen in my entire life. Yeah.
So, actually, just to continue your train of thought, how would you rate it then? Britishly bitchin' like Emma, pretty cool like Iceman, Australian Wolverine, you kind of love it but kind of hate it, fat and sweaty like Jubilee, or unspeakable like X-Men Origins Deadpool?
Oh, X-Men Origins Deadpool, 100%. Yeah. Because again, like nothing really happened. It was a lot of like. The pacing was really off for me. It was a lot of like it was way too slow. Well, like a bunch of stuff happened.
The
nothing
worst
really happened,
rating?
and the pacing was just bad. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, maybe not that one, but I don't understand the whole fat and sweaty like Jubilee thing. I don't get what
Someone
that
needs
means.
to explain that. We always have
We're
to
not
explain
body
that.
shaming
You have to
anyone.
explain this,
Least of all Jubilation Lee.
She's
We
finally
only
getting
have
her
that one
respect in the
podcast,
comics.
Yeah.
She what?
In season 1 of the animated series, if you go back and watch it, Gambit hates on Jubilee constantly. Oh, Cher, you sweaty? You been gaining weight? Oh, Cher, you look kind of thick. Like, he's always like talking to this teenage girl about gaining weight or being sweaty. So we just like took it on as a thing.
Yeah,
Is
it became a whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, we just
Also,
were in the
now
danger
when
room.
your
Why are
next
you
movie
so
watch, you're gonna be
sweaty?
thinking about it. Yeah.
I don't remember any of that ever happening.
Oh my
But
gosh,
okay, I'll take
yeah.
your word for it. I haven't rewatched the original series in a while, so
Season 1
Um,
and season 2 mostly
okay,
of
Yeah.
animated series. Yeah.
Yeah, all
Yeah,
right,
I
I'll
didn't
take your word for
remember
it.
either, to be honest, until we did the rewatch for the show, and I was like, "Good God,
like,
why
oh my
is he
God.
calling this
Like,
girl
they-
fat
and
constantly?"
he was the biggest one, but he wasn't the only one. There were other people that were just like really like hating on her. I'm like, come on.
Yeah. I mean,
Wow,
and it's
okay.
Yeah.
definitely not because of the best episode ever. Jubilee's Fairy Tale Hour, I believe, something like that. Or
Fairy Tale Theater.
thank you, Fairy Tale Theater. Thank you.
hmm Oh God, that episode.
You mean the one that should have been Kitty Pryde? You mean that one? Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, my cat is yelling at me for some reason.
I was like, oh.
I was just gonna say, are the kids back? Yeah.
Yeah.
My baby girl.
Aw,
She
so
wants something. I don't know
Aw.
what, but she wants something. One of the three. Yeah, because I'm stupid. This is Princess Pajamas. She's my
Oh,
oldest. She's my little one.
Oh, I've always wanted a
How
black
old is
cat.
she?
6, 7, somewhere in that window.
Oh, she's still a
She's obviously,
baby.
I mean, they're all babies. They're always babies.
Yeah.
But she's
Mhm.
screaming for something. I don't know what. And now she's fine. Okay, cool. There we go. Problem
Okay.
solved.
There we go.
Yeah.
Need a little pet.
Pretty much.
I thought this episode was fine. It was a good build up to the end. Dax kind of talked me down a peg, so I'm gonna give it Australian Wolverine. You kind of love it, but kind of hate it.
Okay.
It's valid.
See how much power you have over me? You
I
could
do,
tell
I
me
do.
like Shawn start smoking and I'd do it.
Do it. It's super cool.
All right.
Smoking is the coolest
Don't.
thing to do. Do it.
Start with vapes. That's it. Just start with vapes. We don't know the
Okay.
effects of that yet.
We don't. We can pretend they don't exist. Yeah.
Exactly.
I think I have that one too. So,
Nice.
Oh yeah.
which one do you have? Which one do you have? This one is the orange jam.
Oh, I
But this
have
one is-
Orange Sherbet by
had that
Geek
one.
Bar. I'm sorry,
yeah,
but
I've had that one before.
This podcast is sponsored by Geek Bar. No,
Geek Bar. It tastes like candy, but it's not candy at all.
just killing you slowly. Yeah.
Yeah,
All right, Kevin,
I
what's-
enjoy the Geek Bar Zodiac line. This is the Leo flavor. It's actually orange dreamsicle, so it's literally for me and no one else. It's my favorite one.
Nice.
Love it. Kev?
Yeah, what did I write? I put, well, 'cause I mean, the situation of this episode was interesting, but I didn't think a lot happened either because half the episode was just Rogue stealing powers.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But the setup is nice, and I liked how the characters interacted. There's some moments, but yeah, so I'm gonna give it Australian Wolverine too.
Okay. How about you, Rai Rai?
I'm actually going to give this one. Sorry, guys, but I'm gonna give this Pretty Cool Like Iceman. And the
How dare
reason
you!
that I'm going to do that is because it leads up for so many cool things to come. And also, like I said, some of my favorite comics are from X-Men Legends when Rogue took like all the powers of like a bunch of X-Men and like used all of them at the same time. It was like Colossus, Psylocke, Angel, even some of the kids and stuff like that. And it was so cool, and I saw a lot of that in this. And also, I really also wanted to choose Pretty Cool Like Iceman because if you guys remember in this episode, Magneto says to like only choose like the best of your best. And I got a little upset because I saw everyone out there and it was just like the original minus Spike that were like portrayed there. And then at like the final ending, right before the door closes, you see Pyro, and he's also with Iceman. So Iceman's already one of the best of the best. So that's why I'm choosing Pretty
Yay.
Cool Like Iceman.
Okay. This episode did give me, I was trying to find what comic it was, but it's the one where Rogue is on the cover with Colossus's power. I think she has
Yep.
Nightcrawler's tail. She's got the wings. She's got the claws. Like, she's got 5 people's powers at once.
It's
Pretty much
X-Men
gave me that.
Legends. It's
Yeah,
the
but
one that
which
I was
one?
talking about. Yeah, no. I'm going to get it right now.
Nice.
I'll look it up right now.
Okay. Yeah, because I tried going through X-Men Legends because I figured it was one of those, but I was like, where is it?
Is it Legends or Legacy? Is it Legacy?
Our Legacy.
I
Yes,
think it's
Legacy.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Legacy.
I think you're thinking of like Marvel Legends.
Yeah. All right. And while you're doing that, we'll start with our most excellent player, MXP. Who's yours, Dax?
Ooh, in this episode, I'll give it to Kitty.
I'm surprised you didn't say Storm.
Because, well, she didn't really do anything.
Yeah, I know.
Just like went to graduation and like made it not rain on graduation, or did she? Like it could have just been the weather. I don't know. Like thanks, Gene. It could have just been the sky. I'm not always using my powers. Sorry, I take breaks sometimes. Like so I'll give it to Kitty because she was the most functional she's been in a minute. And if they were sent her into a creepy tomb by herself with no knowledge of what was down there, what she was going to find out, what she was going to run into, or if there was oxygen. So, like,
Yeah.
And she was like, cool, I'll just do that then. Yeah.
Yeah. And I gave it to Rogue because this shows us how easily, like, she could just become boss level, just take everybody's powers and just be invincible. We haven't even seen like the outcome of the powers yet. And I'm already like excited about it.
Yeah, this
Kevin?
one was kind of very much an ensemble episode. Everyone did a little something or a lot of nothing. So I do like the Kitty idea. I think she does a really good job in this episode. But to be different, I'm gonna say Magneto for coming to Xavier and informing them about Rogue, because if he didn't, they'd probably still be bumbling about. So sure.
Okay. Dare to be different.
Yeah.
And
you?
he made the pyramid accessible. So
See? Yeah.
good for him being an ally.
Yep. All right. How about you?
I have to agree with Shawn, actually. Rogue all the way.
Of course.
Yes, I have to agree with my brother. So just because you got to see everything, she just got to portray all those powers, and we got to see it once. But I feel like this was so much better, though, too. Like you literally got to see everything. Again, she didn't get to use multiple with the 7 of her using all the powers, which was really cool that first episode. But this still was just very cool. And seeing that she can absorb all those people and not actually affect her mind, hopefully.
That's true.
Yeah.
And also, if you guys look in the chat again, I put another link. It has the cover of Rogue in there.
You found it.
Yep. Not the one that you're...
235.
Yep.
I have to
It's
reopen
a...
that. I have to reopen that.
Oh yeah, I've seen this before. Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that one too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that a lot. And also, if you guys see, look at her feet, though, too. She does actually have the X-Men... Or she has X-23's claw in there, too.
Yeah, so cool.
That's cool.
Cool, thank you.
Who's that by?
Hold
David
on.
Finch.
David Finch, yep.
It says.
Oh
All right, cool. And then, so our last little part, the X Factor. So, favorite moment or thing that sticks out to you. We'll let Mr. Dax go first again.
Um, I mean, again, I go back to Kitty a lot. The principal, of course, just because he was, I don't know, like what is his deal? Like, why is he so obsessed with these kids? I don't know. I mean, Rogue's new powers, obviously, Fuckboy Gambit, um, that sticks out. Yeah, I don't know. I guess if I had to choose one moment, I guess it would be probably Rogue and the Acolytes because I like that Peter was there, um, not wearing pants as per usual, apparently. just like this is my like everyday bikini. It's fine. like that's fine.
Yes, please.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
just
Um,
calling generic crates back and forth. And it's
yeah,
like
just because.
casual working day bikini. Just
And I gave it to this idea of the slow buildup to revealing, the ancient mutant as Namor. Like, I think especially in the 90s comics or 80s comics in X Factor, like, they didn't reveal Sinister right away. They gave like a smile. They gave him like speaking off the panel.
Mhm.
So I love this buildup that we've had to Namor as the big bad.
Yeah.
Kevy?
I just
It's
gave it
Celine.
to the Celine.
You can't change it now. You already said it's Namor.
It's always been Celine.
But I gave it to the X-Men and Acolytes joining forces because that's a big X-Men thing where the villains and the heroes kind of have a common enemy. Ta-da!
Ta-da. Ryan?
I honestly said the exact same thing as Kevin. Just heroes and villains combining their power to defeat a larger power when one of them will bend to their will.
Nice. All right, and on our previously on, the question is, what song would Jean most likely choose for graduation? Green Day, Good Riddance, Vitamin C, Graduation, Billy Idol, Don't You Forget About Me, or Lady Gaga, The Edge of Glory?
Vitamin C, 100%.
Vitamin C, 100%. Yes.
Yeah, vitamin C,
That's the
or
time.
literally, yeah. I mean, because okay, Edge of Glory shouldn't be on this list because it's not period accurate. I feel like that shouldn't even be there. But if it's from any time frame, I feel like Taylor Swift, anything Taylor Swift, she would be like all about. Like that's the one. Like any Taylor Swift song, she would be all for. She feels like a Swiftie. She just feels like one.
That's a good point. And here's the guest coming up with a better answer than me once again.
I mean, listen, Jean is definitely definitely a Swiftie. That's not even a question to me. Especially like teenage Jean, Jesus Christ. She would be
Absolutely.
insufferable. So.
Her entire arm would be filled with friendship bracelets.
Oh,
Yeah.
all the time. And she'll tell you about all of them ad nauseum.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And all of them would have like a weird place X out of nowhere in it too.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'll change Lady Gaga to Taylor Swift. Because, I wasn't going with the specific time frame, but that's a good one. Any
But
song
for me,
in particular?
Yeah. Oh God, I'm trying to think now.
I don't.
What's your
I don't
graduation
know
song? I don't
any
know.
Hold
of
on,
them,
I'm
basically.
opening up Spotify.
I know it when I hear it, but I don't know it offhand.
Okay, what were you saying, Kevin?
But of the times, like Vitamin C is probably the closest to the time because I think like when I was graduating 8th grade, that was the one that everybody was singing. And I met Vitamin C at Sam Goody, and she had red hair like Jean, and so
That had to do it for
Speaking
you.
of bad vampire movies, Dracula 2000, starring Miss Vitamin
gosh.
C. Let's talk about that.
Yes.
I love that movie, Dex.
It's one of my favorite ones. One of my favorite bad vampire movies of all time.
It has
but also,
go ahead.
I was going to say also, as opposed to Lady Gaga or Taylor Swift, Don't Speak by No Doubt. That also should be on the list.
Oh.
Because that was my high school prom theme song of all things. But I feel like Gene would be like, "This is me" in song form. This is just
Yes.
us now.
All
Yeah.
right. I changed it to Taylor Swift, Long Live. But I also chose Graduation by Vitamin C. It feels very Gene.
Yeah.
It does.
Are we sure we don't want to
All
put
right.
the Phoenix by Fall Out Boy?
I
No.
love that
No,
song.
Gene would not be into that. Gene would
She
be
would
like,
not.
I don't know, like I
This
don't
is
like
scary.
emo.
It's kind of
I
aggro.
like emo.
All right, let's do our Danger Room Divas.
Come on, Gambit, can't you make this program a little tougher?
Oh, it's no game club. It's the danger room. It's where we train.
Danger Room Divas!
Simulation complete.
So Dax. Well, actually,
Mhm.
Kevin. Who's going against Dax? Me or Ryan? Because you won last time.
I did. Well, I'm gonna give it to Ryan. I think it'll be fun.
Yes, mama. All right.
All right, I'm very
And
intimidated.
Dax.
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah.
You should
I don't
be.
know-
Dax has so
I don't
much
know what we're
knowledge.
doing. So I don't know what we're doing. So we're just gonna pretend like I know what we're doing.
You got this.
Yeah. Here we go.
All right. So to start off, Dax, you get to choose. Do you want to be heroes or villains?
I don't know. I guess heroes. Why not?
Ooh,
Heroes? Okay.
my first villain.
Yes.
You're popping my cherry, Jack.
I
I
don't.
think you'll be happy with this.
I didn't
You
mean
got
to.
Kitty Pryde.
What is this? Oh, Kitty Pride.
Kitty.
Okay, come on, Catherine.
Okay.
All right. And then for Ryan, villains, you got
Come on, ice cream. Come on, ice cream. Come on, ice cream. Come on, ice cream.
Spiral.
Oh, okay. All right. All right.
All right. So now we'll get you both your situation that you're going to argue. So why would Spiral or Kitty Pryde be...
Give us a good one.
Oh, why did I add this one? Oh, I know why. Because of Doctor Who. I'm going to change it. It's not
Okay.
fun.
Okay. Oh God.
Oh,
Is
she's
my
already
mouth
amused.
gonna
She's
open?
already
Yeah.
pickled.
Oh god.
All right. So between Kitty Pryde or Spiral, who would be a bigger fan of Two Girls, One Cup?
Spiral, obviously. What are you talking about? Like,
Yeah.
first of all, she
Oh, like,
loves
it's
media.
sexy.
Oh, wait,
She's
wait.
weird as hell.
Oh,
She
wait, let
works
me
for
stop.
Mojo.
Stop,
She's
stop,
stop,
seen
stop,
some
stop.
shit.
Wait,
Like-
wait. You're giving me my material. You're giving me my.
Because
Yeah.
Kitty would be offended, disgusted, and honestly, yeah, she would be homophobic about it. I think she would like Storm got a haircut and she cried. I'm just saying. Kitty
That
would
is
not
true.
be okay after that video. She would not be okay. She would be like, I need therapy immediately. Like forget all the
You know
war
what,
I've
though?
been in. This is what got me. like that Kitty would
That
not
was-
be here for that.
That was young Kitty though. Kitty's been through some shit now. She's bisexual now.
But not that bisexual. That's like god tier bisexual. If you're okay with this, then first of all, I pity your partner. But secondly, like no, that's not for Kitty Pryde. That's not for Kitty Pryde.
Okay.
No. Like her bisexuality is like Peter Quill or Ileana, conventionally attractive and not that scary unless you piss them off. But even then, she's not that scared of them. I mean, like Ileana could be terrifying, but that also, I can't see Kitty Pryde being okay with that. But I can't win this one. I think there's no way.
Okay.
Well, you got 30 seconds to try and convince the listeners.
Oh
Yeah,
no,
let's let you-
I'm done. Like, there's no convincing.
That's
If
it.
you think that Kitty Pryde
Just
would
her
be okay with
anti-argument.
this, if you think Kitty Pryde would be okay with this, you clearly have never read a comic in your life. You don't know Catherine Elizabeth Pride. Middle name unclear on that one, but I'm assuming it's Elizabeth.
I was just pretty sure it is. Yeah.
Googling it. Yeah, we're Googling it.
Okay.
That's a terrible setup. That's a no one scenario right there. Like,
All right, Ryan, do you want your 30 seconds for Spiral still?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. And
Tell me when.
I'll argue for Dax. You want me to take your place and argue for White Kitty?
Please do.
Let me
Please
try to
do.
come up with something. Okay.
Good luck. It's all gonna be lies and slander.
All right. All right, Ryan, you've got 30 seconds starting now. 1, 2, 3.
Well, the reason that Spiral is going to be more into 2 girls and 1 cup is because my lovely friend Dax actually already told us that she's completely into media. She's all about that. Let's be honest, they got the most likes and everything. But you all didn't know this, though, too, is that she's actually planning a sequel. It's actually going to be 6 hands, 1 cup, 2 girls. You didn't even know it's happening. And guess what? 2 of the hands are mechanical. They vibrate.
Time.
So they're going to, yeah.
Wow. All right. I think I got this argument. Okay.
6
I guess-
hands, 1 cup, 2 girls, but not where you think. Like,
Not where you think.
but not where you
And they're not all real.
Not where you think it'd be.
Never is. Just sneaky that way. Just sneaky.
2 of the hands vibrate. Just remember that part. Yeah.
Yep. All right. Here's my Kitty argument. Ready, set, go. So Kitty's phasing through people. She's seen some shit, literally. So she already knows what the inside of the body looks like. But specifically after the fall of Krakoa, she like eviscerated this group of men. She like phased through them. She ripped them apart. She's kind of into this now. It's kind of a kink. So she continues on this whole kind of kink with watching 2 girls, 1 cup. She's getting her rocks off secretly. She's not the same Kitty we used to know. Oh, time.
Is anyone timing this? Yeah. I was like,
Well,
So there you have it.
all right.
I love
then.
it.
I mean, I morally disagree with all of those words. But I hear what you're saying.
Oh,
But he's
yes, I
interested
forgot
in the
Dax.
sequel.
I don't care. No.
With the sequel, I mean, honestly, I'm curious. I will watch in horror, but I will watch. So
Yeah.
you got my
I never
voice.
watched the original.
I was like,
You're lucky.
yeah, I did. Ugh.
No.
Yeah, it was a trap. These 2 guys, one of them was really cute too. They showed it to me, and then it was like, if you react, they laugh at you for reacting, but if you don't react, then they're like, oh my god, he's into it. So there's like no winning.
No, nobody won in that video. Nobody won.
No.
Did those girls die? Are they okay? Do we know?
I
Do we
hope
know?
so.
Like, I feel like they're both dead. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, like,
Dax, thank you so much for coming on again. It's always so fun to talk X-Men with you.
yeah. Thanks for having me. It was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where can our listeners find you?
Oh, geez. Social media wise, you can find me on pretty much all platforms at Daxclamation. That's DaxClamation. Yeah, you can find me there. That's all I've got really going on right this second because I've been working on moving for the past month of my life. So I've made 0 plans beyond getting all of my shit packed up and moving it somewhere else. So
Nice.
when I have things going on or things coming up, I'll let you know. I know I will be going to Albany, New York in August and somewhere in July, but I don't remember offhand. And maybe somewhere in June. But I gotta move first, so that will happen first. So yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
And you know what? I'm going to play this card today because my Switch 2 is ready for pickup. You know where to find the rest of us. Thanks for listening.
Bye.
Bye.
Also, Sexy Essie, Kitty Pryde's middle name is Anne, not Elizabeth. I really
Anne,
thought
that's
it was
right.
Elizabeth,
Of course it is.
Ugh.
Let's make her as basic as possible, shall we? Yeah.
Yeah.
Anne. Gross. All right. Sean, go get your Switch.